Good morning. With the coming of February, we get the report card show number 4014 in our original It's Your Business series. I'm Bill Zortman. Building permits come in on February 1st, but as Butch Warrington put it, his car was less than, in market condition, 19 below zero. So he's going to join us today, just a little later, but his numbers are always important. Mark Tooley, who works with us on the monthly numbers with Real Estate Association of the Sioux Empire, was circling the wagons, looking back to see if we could have numbers by today. He made it happen. Newbies. Let's see, Tara Allen, president of the Real Estate Association. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So Doug is on the phone. He's going to be listening. He doesn't want to miss anything, with his segment with you, his close-up. He needs to be able to talk about it. And then there's this Brent Adney that says he will join us this morning. Dave Kelly is going to be with us. Tom Thornton, who is talking about a very serious thing, carbon monoxide poisoning. But the keynoter with all this information that we've just talked about is Tony Bachman, Coldwell banker. So between you and Tara, launch the ship.
Okay, here we go. Well, thank you, Bill. TJM, thank God it's Monday. And, I know it's been cold outside, but I will just give you some good news. We feel that the real estate market is starting to warm up. I don't want to say it's hot yet, but we're moving in that direction. The other thing is, we think it's going to be a busy year when it comes to helping people buy and sell homes because, we're paying attention to the important topics, conversations that people are having around real estate. Bullet points for those are, the mortgage rates, low inventory, affordability, and home appreciation. So that being said, I guess, the mortgage rates is probably the easiest and shortest topic. We've just seen a significant change. They're starting to lower. They're actually down to similar rates as September of last year.
Yep.
And we anticipate that they're going to go lower. But again, that's a Brent Adney and Dave Kelly conversation. But I do have one real life. Last Friday, I had a client that locked in on a sub-5 30-year mortgage.
How long has it been since we had that?
A long time. It's been a while. So, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think people's purchasing power when it comes to, buyers that are out there looking. And I think with the last 3 or 4 months of people kind of being on their heels because interest rates rising has, people are now, there's a lot of energy out there, people that want to look and move forward. So.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Tony, but we're definitely been in a couple multiple offers again here. It seems more frequently this last couple weeks here. Also, it seems like, buyers are coming out and we've heard of some buyers thinking, we can go see that house tomorrow and they're gone. So it's getting competitive again.
Yeah, we've been in the same situation. We've had some multiple offer situations and I think the irony is, real estate's one of the funniest business you can ever be in. So you have a home that might be out there for 60 days, right? And in the meantime, you come in and you're going to make an offer. And I've had this happen where I've had a buyer, we go in and make an offer, and then the realtor says, by the way, we just received another offer 2 hours ago. Or you make an offer and 3 hours later, they say, we have another offer, so I need your highest and best, which, is fine. It's great. It's just that is kind of where we're at. So that kind of leads us to the conversation about low inventory. With the current market supply, we did see a small increase, a 1% increase in inventory from last year to this year. But I think where we're noticing a sizable difference is when you talk about homes that are priced in those lower price points, like sub 300. Like for example, when we're talking about a $100,000 to $150,000 home, which they're still out there. People can still buy those. You have to search a little bit. May have to go to a town that's, 20, 30 miles away. But that inventory is down 48%. The sweet spot of like the $150,000 to $200,000 homes, that inventory is down 40%. And then like $200,000 to $250,000 is down 36%. So the first-time home buyers are still a challenge. And to what you were just saying, Tara, with the multiple offers, that's probably where we see the biggest pressure.
2 feet of snow on the ground. Has that slowed anybody down?
I mean, not as of lately. In December it did, it feels like, but I think we're good to go now.
Only when the driveways weren't shoveled.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Yeah. Otherwise it's full steam ahead.
Bring your boots.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw a list of things that you just had a meeting. You'd accomplished some things. Do you want to mention 2 or 3 things from the Real Estate Association that you guys are accomplishing?
With our new raised menu meetings there, we had a great first meeting. I mean, we've got people coming in from the community to make our agents and our association more knowledgeable to best help the community. We've got some great things going with just educating. And then, we've got our convention coming up here in September, too, that we've been gearing up for.
September? This is February.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we're working on. It's going to be a big event, Bill.
Plan ahead.
So people that are out there today, buyers, what questions are they asking, Tara? What questions are they asking, Tony?
Well, they want to know what our interest rates going to do. Maybe we'll wait till rates go down. Maybe the market's going to slow up so we can get a better deal. And that's just not what we're seeing. And I would, like we always say, date the rate, marry the house. So you're going to wait for rates to go up because you can always refinance it when they go down.
So those people are saying they don't know if they should be selling their home or not. What are they telling you, Tony?
Well, I think like anything, there's always been a concern because of the inventory. If they're changing from one home to the next, they want to make sure that they're making this transition to a home that makes sense, not only for their own personal lives but financially. I think when we saw the interest rates increase, people that were not going to pay 100% cash for their home, I put them on their heels a little bit because they're like, oh, well, I'm in a home mortgage right now that's at 3% or 4%. Why would I want to go to something that is a 6%? But in the same token, many of those people that are making that transition, they also have to realize that they're bringing a certain amount of capital to the equation. So even though they might be moving from a $300,000 home to a $450,000 or $500,000 home, it's not that they're mortgaging. In most cases, they're not financing $450,000 or $500,000, they're financing maybe $250,000 or something like that. So, the mortgage payment, that sort of thing. But that's probably been the biggest thing. Now that we're starting to see these interest rates come down, it's helping them also make sense of how do we make this transition.
The mortgage people that come in at 9:33 this morning, Brent Adney and Dave Kelly. When we start talking to them, what do you need from them to help make the world go around a little smoother?
I mean, just the great job that the lenders are doing right now, the banks offering different scenarios for buyers so that they can best find a home loan and different programs that meet their needs.
And the affirmation that there is actually light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to interest rates coming down. Because I think what we're trying to do is dispel some of the scare tactics, the clickbait, that sort of thing. And I think that, basically we've punched a hole in that balloon in reference to, oh my gosh, the market's crashing. We're going back to something that we've seen in 2008. Absolutely not. We're still seeing homes appreciate. It's just that we're seeing them appreciate at a more of a traditional pace.
Well, Bill, I went back 15 years at the average sales price. What's interesting, even back to 2008, our home prices only went down negative 3.7%. And only for 2 years did we have negative appreciation, 2008, 2009. And then after that, it's all uphill. And it ranges from anywhere from 3.5, 2.3 at the lowest appreciation, all the way up to 14.7. So year over year, real estate's a great investment.
Yeah, I think on average, so Tara, what you had there for the average increase, if you owned a home for 15 years, it increased a minimum of 5%,
each year
on an average basis. So, and I know I've used this analogy in around 2018 when people bought homes, approximately 200,000. Those same people who sold their homes or want to sell their homes are currently looking at a home price that is somewhere around 280 to 325,000. That's how much appreciation's happened just in the last 5 years.
First time people buying homes might be a little young. As you know, we talked about a couple of those that have just come out of college. They're ready to go.
Yep.
They say, well, we want to wait until after a baby's born or something else. That doesn't always hold in the marketplace right now.
Yeah, I think that it's a person by person conversation, and so, and I know Tara probably does a lot of this in her team, and I know our team does too. We actually encourage them to come in and sit down, and we look at all the options. I mean, it's even like with lenders, they have to look at all the options. But I think that we want to work in the best interest of our clients, and it's not about how fast can we go. It's like at what point does this make sense for them, and sometimes we're talking about dispelling some of the, the fears, dispelling some of the things that have been said in the media. I think after you have this conversation with people, they all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense. I get it. Let's move our timetable up. Let's start looking now instead of waiting till June. And, I see that a lot where people, they have leases that go till June. Don't wait until May to do this. I mean, this is the time where we start now because it's not uncommon for us to be able to put a purchase agreement together for a home, and even if we have to wait 60 days, that still puts them in real safe parameters with, their rental lease and with making a new home payment.
All right, Tony, if people have questions for you, how do they reach you?
Best way is my cell. I mean, I live on die by my cell phone, so it's 605-201-5998. We also have a Facebook group page, Tony Bachman Group, Coldwell Banker, and that's probably the easiest way to see it. And if you go into, cbempirerealty.com, it's another way to reach us. So,
Doug Top coming in next, and Butch. He never is on this show, but he's going to be on this time. Stay with us.